Melatonin, if you don't get tested, if your melatonin's fine and you add it, it could be imbalancing your other hormones.
Right.
If you're actually low in it and your body's not producing it, then it can be really helpful. But a lot of people go on it just because it's so widely advertised as a sleep help. And then they kind of mess up, like the hormones are like a really complicated clock,
Right.
with all the parts. And so it's like, tweaking this and tweaking that. Like if you add too much progesterone, it can affect your testosterone or estrogen, and it's always like just minutely
Fine tuning. Right.
tweaking, to
Right.
get the right combination. And that's why blood testing and all sorts of testing, in fact, saliva testing is even more accurate because it tells you what's actually in your body usable at the moment. Because
Okay.
something can be in your blood, but it's not accessible to,
Mhm.
it's like just hanging out in your blood. And the saliva tells, what's actually being used right now.
Oh,
Now,
that's interesting.
I've tried to do saliva tests and I don't make enough saliva.
Okay.
So you have to have, I'm not a good spitter. They have
Okay.
to have enough saliva to be able to test. But you should look at, some of your functional medicine people and see if anybody does saliva testing for all your hormones, because they'll
Right.
test everything. They'll test your master hormone, which is known as pregnenolone, and DHEA, which is your longevity hormone. And so, yeah, and your cortisol, interestingly, what they'll do, your cortisol, they'll do 4 saliva tests, first thing in the morning, midday, dinner time, and sleep. And there should be a pattern where your cortisol is super high in the morning, and then it slowly goes down to the end of the day. And some of
Mhm.
us that, are not feeling great, our cortisol starts off low, it gets a peak in the afternoon or in the evening, and that's why we can't sleep at night. So
Okay.
seeing that interesting pattern is very, very helpful.